Afternoon, and as promised, it's the first edition of Tuesdays with Kathy. I had a really great response last week to the discussion around communication. So I wanted to say a few things about communication this week and the top 3 tips because we're going to keep these really quick because I do know you guys are busy. So the first thing is always set really clear expectations. There is such power in clarity, and frustration always is a result of unmet expectations. So when you set the right expectations and you set it with clarity and both with the reward and the consequence, that makes things just a little bit easier. And I'll tell you this, if you don't set expectations, they will. Maybe not verbally, but in their own mind. So let's get that level really quick. Second thing is the Have You Got a Minute Club. So the time management around the Have You Got a Minute Club, and if you notice, they're always the same people that ask, have you got a minute? And the second thing you notice is it never takes a minute. It's always much more than a minute. So first thing is to say, I do. I actually have a minute. However, I don't right now. Right now, it's about 5 o'clock or whatever time it is where you are. That's East Coast time. So let's pretend we're on the West Coast and say it's about 2 o'clock and I don't have time now, but I will have time at 3. Now, the key to leadership is find them at 3 o'clock and find out what the problem was. What you will find is that most likely they have resolved it. They might have another one. So resolve that one. But if they have resolved the problem that they were coming to you with or the challenge or the opportunity, be sure to celebrate how they resolved it. And remember, if it's not illegal, immoral, or unethical, it's perfect and it's great. And the third thing that we want to talk about is the opportunity that when people bring you challenges or bring you things that they need your help with, to have the rule that you can bring me any problem that you want, but you must bring me a solution. And that's kind of parenting 101 to say, you know what, bring me anything you got, but just remember, I need a solution with that. And what you will see is they will start to resolve issues themselves, and you will hear things like, I was going to come by and talk with you about something, but I realized you were going to make me have a solution. And when I sat down and thought about it, I realized that I knew what to do, and they will do it. And guess what? You don't have to beat a dead horse when that happens. And the last thing, and I want to close with this thought, is we are all great firefighters and we can put most things out. Let's just make sure we're not working with arsonists. Because when you work with people who set fires, there's no firefighter good enough to put them all out. So know who you're working with, know your audience, and take control of your time. Happy Tuesday. Thanks.